Yo, what's good, guys? So this is a time I broke into a house for some fucking Pokemon cards. Yes, just as stupid as it sounds. Never do some shit like this. Could have got me in a lot of shit. It did get me in a lot of shit. So I hope you enjoy this story. If you do, please press that thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe. You already know. Alright, let's get into this story. Sit back and stay tuned.
Yeah, I been cuffing them hoes, but them hoes we be fucking. Pull up that oven and we cooking shit like it's nothing.
So I was pretty damn young in this story. Like, when I mean like young, I'm talking about like I was in between probably like 8 and 12, somewhere around there. I know that. And it was just a normal day, just hanging out with my friend across the street, just like always. I lived in this itty bitty house on a corner. A lot of stories have taken place, like that one birthday that gone wrong story that took place at this house. And there's been some good memories, and this is not really a good memory. Like, this made me feel like a piece of shit for a while. Like, so just let me get into it and I'll explain it. So it was just a normal day, hanging out with my friend across the street, just like always. We're hanging out, we're running around, playing the leaves and shit, because it was fall. And eventually we get bored. So we run in the house, and we ask his older brother, like, hey, what's something to do? And he was like, I don't know. And eventually we convinced him to come outside and hang out with us. And we're walking around the block and everything, and we see this house that's all boarded up and shit like that. And we're like, why is it all boarded up? And then we seen like a sign that said some shit, and I can't remember what it was, but the older brother told us that it was an abandoned house that was gonna be demolished or some shit. And we're like, oh, really? And we're like, yeah. So we're walking around the property, not thinking it's anybody's house or anything, just thinking that it's about to get demolished because, it's a, like, abandoned house. So we're walking around, and we look through this window, and we see some Pokemon cards just sitting on the table. And I used to love playing Pokemon cards. I never knew how to play. Still to this day, don't understand how to play. But I still loved them for some reason. Don't know why. But I had like a whole book and everything I'd collect them in. So, I see those. I'm like, damn, like, we should take them. And they're like, what do you mean? And like, we should grab them. I mean, if it's gonna like get destroyed and like nobody lives here, like, who's gonna miss them? It's literally a table and Pokemon cards. I was like, that was literally all that was in the house, was some Pokemon cards on a table. Like, I swear to God. So, we should have seen that it was sketch whenever we had to get a crowbar to bust, like, to break, like, all right. So the window was closed, like, completely closed. There was a lock on it, but there was a crowbar right next to it. Let me tell you why why this video's name broke into this house. All right. It was not abandoned. The whole house was being remodeled. Yes, the whole house was being remodeled. That's why there was tools all over the place, like around there. People, they were like taking off stuff. They were fixing stuff. They were like, that's why there was like no furniture in there besides just a table and the Pokemon cards. The Pokemon cards was probably the dude's sons, and who knows. But yeah, the whole place was being painted and everything like that. And the older brother had told us that they were just like demolishing the house. I didn't feel bad about taking that. Why would I feel bad about taking some Pokemon cards if they're just gonna be left there? So, we grabbed the crowbar, and the window was locked. So we break the lock off the window. We didn't break the window. We broke the lock off the window. Opened it up, hopped in the house, grabbed the Pokemon cards, left. That was it, right? Now, we're like, oh shit, we just got some free Pokemon cards. So we're sitting in this backyard just looking through them. Next thing I know, his mom's coming back there asking us how we got the Pokemon cards. And we were like, oh, we just found them, blah, 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 blah. And yeah, she cut onto her bullshit. And she was like, where'd you really get them? Like, that house over there. Like, okay, were you given them? And we were like, no, the house was being taken down and everything. So we just walked in there and took them. It was like, the house is unlocked. We were like, no, we had to open a window. And they're like, so pretty much we ended up coming completely clean, saying we pretty much broke into this house, which, I mean, we did, and stole the Pokemon cards. So, his mom takes us, walks us across the street. We're talking to my parents now, and my dad's a carpenter. Like, he does stuff like that, remodels people's houses, shit like that. So when I say he was pissed, that was a very, very, very understatement. He was mad. Oh my God, I thought I was gonna die that day. So, he walks me over there by just me and him, and he's like, read the sign, son. Yeah, they're pretty much they were remodeling the house for like a sale. So they were remodeling it and then they were gonna sell it for more. So pretty much flipping a house. And he was like, "You do realize I'm a carpenter, right, son?" And I was like, "Yes." And he was like, "This is the kind of stuff I was doing. So like, imagine if I would have brought you on the site with me, and I was putting carpet in, or I don't know, painting a house or something like that, and you had your Pokemon cards and you left them there, and you were gonna get them the next day, but somebody broke into that house and stole them. How would you feel?" I was like, "Pretty shitty." And he was like, "Yeah, that's what you just did to whoever's stuff that is." And then I feel like a piece of shit and like, "Oh, I didn't know that." Like, I just thought like it was an abandoned house and I was just taking them, just like, I felt so bad. And my dad was pissed beyond pissed beyond pissed. And I remember I was sitting on the couch and my dad said something about the cops, and I like whizzed out. Like, I like, in my head I was just like freaking out. I thought I was dead. I was gonna get arrested for this. But yeah, it was just a really, really scary experience. If you're little, I mean, yeah, I get it. You're more gullible, but like, be careful with shit like that. Don't break into nobody's house like me. Yeah, this is probably one of the crazier stories. I legitimately broke into a house for some Pokemon cards, and I got caught. And yeah, you gotta be careful with what you do and shit, because people can get you in a lot of shit. That's what mainly my stories. Some of them are my idea, but if his brother wouldn't have said that like the house was being destroyed and blah 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 blah, like he pretty much encouraged this whole thing. Anyways, I hope you liked the video. If you did, make sure to leave a thumbs up. Like the video, subscribe, whatever. I love y'all. Peace out.
Hit him in the shit, nah, his forehead is split. Quit, you're not fit for the game. I blame your mama, bitch ass maid. Yeah, I gotcha.